Hello, my name is Christian Angeles, and I'm here to do an instructional guide on how to use Adobe Illustrator in like the most simplest way and how to make a logo. This is the logo we'll be creating. I use CA because it's my name, and this logo took me around 2 to 5 minutes to make, hopefully. So when you first open Adobe Illustrator, this will happen. This window should pop up. You're going to want your width and height to be around the same. 500 by 500 is what I use, and you can tile it whatever you want. Right? You can have it as your resolution, but you don't really need to. It's up to your preference. Logos are really small, so you can have it really small. So when you press create, this window will pop up. If you don't see any of these windows, that's okay. You can go to Window, Workspace, go to Essentials Classic, and this will show. I'll show you. You can have it'll start out as Essentials, and then you can have it to an Essentials Classic. There you go. First tool you want to know about is the selection tool, which is V. Just lets you select stuff. Next tool we're gonna learn about is the rectangle tool. Lets you make rectangles. Next tool, ellipse tool, lets you make circles, right? And you could change the height and size over here depending on what you want. Press Control Z. You could delete all that or go back to your previous. Very helpful. Control Z. Or you can select this tool, which is this shaper tool. It lets you just draw the shapes you want. Very easy. Just left click and just draw. There you go. And that's pretty much the essential so far. The colors you want. So when you make a shape like this, we're going to use this shape for our logo. See how it's plain? You can go on the select on the side. Let's make it 300 by 300. You're going to want your circles to be the same height and width. Makes it look prettier, you could say. And then selecting down here, you could select the color. Oops. You're going to want it to have it highlighted, or use your selection tool, highlight it, select on the color. You can use your swatches. I personally like to use these, or you could use the color guide or just the color itself. And if the tab comes off like that, you can put it anywhere you want. It depends on your preference, or you can just drag it back up there. But I like to use the swatches. Very helpful, shows clear color basically. After that, we don't want any borders, so over here you can change the color of the border, or you can just straight out delete them. The same thing for the fill-in color. You could just straight up just delete the fill-in color, just like that, or you have it like every color you want. So we're gonna use red. Next, after that, we're gonna try, since we're trying to replicate this, we're gonna try and make this shape right here. So how we do that is we make a rectangle. Make a rectangle just like that. Doesn't matter if it overlaps, you just have to make a rectangle. And after that, we're going to want to go to Pathfinder. This allows you to minus or subtract shapes. So what we're going to do is minus shapes. So we have to outline the whole thing, then click on this. Then boom, that part of the shape is gone. Next thing, and if you want to see the other ones, you can see that it combines them, or you can have it so that the anti version of it shows up. But we want it to have it here. There you go. After that, we can make another rectangle. Make it around this size, and you could change the angle just by going like that. Or if you want to change it specifically, you can go on the right side, click on the angle you want. Let's go 325, then press V again, and just drag it and resize it to whatever floats your boat. And there we go. We got that shape. But this shape is still not one shape. As you can see, it's two. So to combine it, you could press the shape builder tool, which is Shift M. Go up here, just combine it just like that. Just drag or draw, and then kaboom, it is one shape. And after that, we're ready to draw the font. So what we want is, we want a font that sort of pops out since it's a logo. And what we need to do is go to thefonts.com and download a font. You could search up a font. This website is very useful. Go here, there, just click on anything you want that sort of fits the description you want. I clicked on Techno and Square, and we can click on the Minecrafter one. So I'll show you how to do this really quick. You press download. It should pop up really quick, and then it should be one of these. Usually one of these will let you download the file straight onto there. It shows you a sample. Then press install. Then the font should be done installing, and you should be able to find it here. Once you press T, as you can see, that opens up the typer tool. You go down here, and what was the name of the font? It was Minecraft. You can find it just scrolling down. There it is. Oops. The problem with this is that when you press, sometimes the fonts, they don't have specific characters. Like for the period, they don't have a period font, so it sometimes screws with it. So like for this example, if I tried to type in the period, it would let me, but it would change the font because the Minecrafters didn't have that character for some reason. So we're gonna pick this, and just like that, change the size. And if you wanted to include the dot, you can go ahead. Usually people won't notice the dot is a different character, so you can go get away with it. And if you don't like the font, you can keep changing it, you know. The one I was using earlier was this one, and as you can see, it kind of fits the whole thing, I guess. Press V, or click on the selection tool, resize it again. There you go, to just make it cleaner, fit the circle. And you could change the color of this the same way you would. Oops. You can change the color of this just by simply doing the way we did the circle. Just use the swatches, go like that, click on whatever color you want, and then kaboom, we're almost done. You could change the back to change it so you can have a gradient, and you can add gradients or like points in the gradient area just by playing around with it. Very hard to use. You can change the transparency down here if you don't want it to, you know, overshadow the name, just like that. But I personally just like to use the swatches. Very helpful. And I think that was the last one we used, and just change the color, and there you go. Again, this is a very simple way on how to approach Adobe Illustrator. Thanks for watching. That is my tutorial.